right, everybody, welcome back to Health IQ. I'm Rashad Milligan. We are joined by a very, very special guest today, all the way up in the White House, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Dr. Fauci, how are you doing this afternoon, sir?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, man, amazing. I couldn't be doing any better. But let's talk about what's going on around the country. We have Thanksgiving coming up, of course, and that's kind of like the kickoff of all the Christmas festivities and, gathering with family and all these public and large kind of gatherings inside of homes. With this, you all are kicking off a new initiative for to get vaccinated and to get updated vaccines. What
That's
exactly
correct.
is it?
Well, there's a vaccine now that's an updated vaccine that's directed against the primary circulating variant, the BA.4/5, but we're getting new variants that are emerging. You probably heard about them, BQ.1.1, things like that. This vaccine, when you look at the data that has now come out from the companies and others who've tested it, it induces the kind of response that strongly suggests it will be protective against the variants that are circulating. And I think the confusion is, Rashad, that people think that, well, I got infected 6 months ago, I'm good to go. Or I got my vaccine boost 5 months ago, I'm good to go. No. This is something that people from 5 years of age or older should get. If you've been infected 3 or more months ago, go get this new updated vaccine. If you even had a boost 2 or 3 months ago, still get the updated vaccine, because it really is going to be very important in protecting us against the circulating variants.
And I see in this plan, you all are really kind of promoting Moderna in particular. So if you had the Pfizer or Johnson, in the previous kind of shots that you had, can you mix that up with Moderna? Is that still acceptable? Correction,
Rashad. We're not promoting either. We're promoting both. All right. So that's a misperception. You want to do Pfizer, do Pfizer. You want to do Moderna, do Moderna. It doesn't matter what you got originally. Get the one that's easiest to get, the most convenient to you and your family.
Okay. All right. And I guess, just what would you say are the general kind of guidelines that you have for families gathering for Thanksgiving and other holidays coming up in the next couple months?
All right. First and foremost, it's vaccines. We already spoke about that. Secondly, if you're going to go in a congregate setting yourself and you don't know what the status is of people, you should not be afraid or ashamed to wear a mask. We're not mandating you do it, but you go on a crowded place in an airport or on a plane, or you go to a big, gathering, and you're going to go home to your mother or your grandmother or somebody who's either elderly or has an underlying condition. It makes sense to protect yourself so that you protect your family. That's number two. Number three, you can test. You're going to get ready for a family gathering. Very easy to get a test. 15, 10 minutes. If you're positive. If you're negative, you could feel much more comfortable in mixing with the family in an indoor setting without a mask. If you're positive, then, stay home. Don't spread it among your family and friends. Those are the three things you can do, starting off with vaccine. That's critical.
Right, doctor. And, a lot of people, we always have talked about COVID fatigue over the past year of just people kind of just, easing up. And there's a lot of people, you might see them on social media. They say, okay, I didn't get boosted and I've been okay so far, or I haven't even gotten the first set of my vaccine and I'm okay so far. What is your message to the people who are getting comfortable just in the pandemic in general?
I have a sobering message for them, Rashad. I know a lot of people, when I'm standing over their bedside, sometimes requiring mechanical ventilation, who right before they start breathing really, really, really heavily say, God, I wish I had gotten vaccinated. I thought I was good to go. And now look what's going on with me. Rashad, 1 million people in this country have already died from COVID. This is serious stuff. You got to tell your listeners and your followers about that. You don't want to scare people, but you don't want to not get something that could be life-saving.
Right, Dr. Fauci. And I guess just wrapping up, this is like, you're coming to the end here. And I know Munson spoke the last time you guys talked, you guys spoke about that, of you coming to the end of your term. I guess You know, kind of how do you reflect on this time? Just a crazy past couple of years, and you know, what do you want people to take away most from your time in office?
Well, it's been a challenging time, Rashad, but I want people to understand that although we're tired of this and we want it to be behind us, we still have to protect ourselves and our family. And you could do that without a major disruption of your life. We're not talking about restricting you from doing things you like to do. We're just telling you the three things that we discussed: vaccine, testing, and masking where appropriate.
Well, Dr. Fauci, we appreciate the time so much today. Thank you for all you've done for America. Thank you for all you've done for Black Americans. Until next time, for Health IQ, I'm Sean.